Yeah, and I feel like that could be your big problem here, as well as I still think this lane is just not going to be very fun. I like CM so much, and I think Prada is going to be very effective no matter who his lane partner is, and it's going to be a massive problem that they have to deal with. I feel like there's going to be a lot of creep cutting, or at least there should be, as well as Newsham's going to be kind of hard pressed for making those stacks happen. You can still do it with Tiny. You just
Regardless of the outcomes here, but got to try and build some momentum for themselves, even with the stand-in situation. They do have this just unbelievable primal beast cosmetics.
yeah,
This
I
this
got
thing
that set
looks.
too.
This is damn.
Thing is, it's sad because you need to use the head of the prestige set to get the cool charge, which is a shame and shouldn't work like that because I own it. But but it's okay. And the set is so stellar that much props to the creator. I'm trying to remember who the creator's name is. I think it was Stony something. But no, great stuff. But oh my goodness,
Uh-oh.
everybody's here. Welcome to the tree line.
Just wandered right into it. Genic does go down, but if they can trade him out for Italiano, yeah, that's still going to be relatively useful for them. They would like more, though. Skyward, can they track him? Yes, they can. Frank wants to let Leo Style have it, but the uphill miss obviously means Frank has to take it for himself, so...
Not the best, but could be much worse.
Yeah, and I don't know. A lot of the time we see the SF play this way anyway, right? Get a lot of sort of regen brought out to you, so you just keep spamming the hell out of the raises and...
Lane already. He's kind of just doing what he can. And now, yeah, they're going to go on him. Just pop the adaptive strike. Just knew that he didn't have the waveform now, and he won't go down, but that's pretty much all your HP.
But back up top, the tri-lane strikes. B9 is in some trouble. Axes are going to come through, though, and that will still be enough for the kill, so... Parker is not having the most fun in the world in this scenario, but he lived. His teammates found another kill. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I mean, normally... It's not just Parker who gets a lot of last hitting attention, but it's also a Morphling who, by default, gets a lot of priority. But they're not really caring too much.
And then the creep hold is going on again. Yusham's doing so much damage with the tree. I mean, I don't know. And again, top B9. I think he TP's back with only that. Yeah, 0 to 1 leap. Just barely came off cooldown. I mean, they've completely griefed Bloody 9. They've done something up here, and it looks like Genic's probably going to steal the bounty rune before he ends up TPing bottom. But this is just so different from anything I've ever seen Infinity do with Parker. And Genic doesn't even get his courier down here. What a start to a game.
Nick just TP's mid. He's gonna go on to RCY. What is this team? Like you said, I mean, every team Parker has played for has played a certain way around him, and for this game at least, they've just turned it on its head. Parker is the distraction. He's the sacrifice through the first couple of minutes, and it's working perfectly, really.
Yeah. It's just kind of making things happen. And now, well, kind of unfortunate from Genic. He had to die to the tower, and now he's going to have to walk out onto the map. But, I mean, the CK is also not really last hitting all too well. And if they're killing B9 as much as they have been, I think they're just happy with it. And Genic, well, he's still mid, and, well, RCY,
Long
yeah, he
arms.
needs a friend, and there's
Very
the friend.
long arms. But yeah, the TPs come in. They say, all right, you know what? Enough of this. We are sick of Genic, but you're not able to finish him off. He rebounds off of his teammate, and with the move speed bonus, Leo Style was able to get over and grab the other water runes, so...
Okay, he's able to run away on Skyward, but a Manalist, pretty unhappy now Primal Beast, is just stuck getting beat up by Genic, because Genic's rotations are still just too sick.
Leo Style may find Nusham here. He needs one more raise.
Oh, he's dead.
Well, Nusham, he's going to go down fighting. You got to give him some respect for that with the toss play, but because of the kills they found, this is not an even 2-1-2. This is something that requires further attention from DOGCHAMP as Nusham's going to TP into the lane. Maybe they can get Frank here.
Yeah.
He's got some stick charges, though, and Italiano doesn't want to be here for much longer. He's got to back off, and they're going to get nothing off of this rotation. This is... I mean, we're only 6 minutes in, so there's only so far behind you can fall, right? But it just feels like everything they're trying isn't working, and now RCY's getting hit up mid again. Gets taken down again. Genek just refuses to chill for even like 30 seconds. He just continues moving, and Skyward TP'd here now as well, so here's the final payoff for Parker. The lane's now his. He has won just by virtue of being so stubborn that he refused to leave.
Yeah, and now you see 25 and 15, 23 and 8. He's now completely ahead of the Primal Beast. So Dota works in mysterious ways. And now Prada top. Well, he gets tossed. He's not going to die, though. He's got a Fairy Fire. Italiano, he might try for it. Gets a freeze off, but now Italiano Gangster. Level 2 sidekick.
He's just trapped here. He's just got to try and go for the kill. That's really the only play he has to make. The Starstorm does come through, but Italiano will fall. The tower takes down B9. A lot of what happens next feels like it's in his hands because the SF isn't going to move. He wants to farm. Parker has waited this long to finally have bottom all to himself. He is not likely to give it up anytime soon. So we got to see what he and the supports want to do. The supports, though, are getting jumped in on. Genek maybe finally made to pay for his crimes here against DOGCHAMP as they do catch him out for once.
I think they're going to have to really overextend themselves here to make this smoke actually happen, and instead just feels like they're kind of buying time, doing whatever they can here. Meanwhile, looks like Frank is going to take a massive stack with Whirling Axes. And there's the Primal.
Yep. Maybe they can make something happen here, but the Roar actually catches him. He walked into the Sentry. Well, Skyward is just going to have to try and get away now. He is trying to make it out. There's a TP coming in from Leo Style. They don't have the... Yes, they do. Never mind. Goes from one Sentry into another Sentry, so Leo Style finishes the kill. No part of this stack was taken. Parker is going to come over to now absorb a little bit of that as well.
Yeah, and DOGCHAMP, they're trying. They've got wards to scout their opponents walking in and out that just immediately get dewarded. They're getting scouted out now constantly because they're losing the Sentry game by these Hawks. And as soon as they get to the collapse onto this tier 2 top, that's when they really have a problem. One that RCY is trying to fix, but the other kind of issue of missing out of those Ancients, and what a glyph. This is just to get aggressive on RCY, and it's not going to work, but oh boy.
Over in the middle lane. Well, Prada TP'd over to try and help out the Shadow Fiend, and as technically it is going to be help. Leo Style eventually had to back off as the Pulverize would have killed him, but this is getting very concerning if you're DOGCHAMP, because we mentioned in the draft, right? The CK needs farm. Tinker needs farm. Skyward needs less farm, but he still needs at least the BKB. And they're not going to have the space to actually go for it. As Prada, he should be punished here. Yeah. Italiano pulls him back in. RCY finds the kill, but
something to be excited about, you know? He doesn't have that many levels, which is kind of unfortunate. It goes to show that I think Buddy 9 ended up taking the tome, but at least with this, you should be able to make something happen, or that's what the hope would be. You know, Leo Style with the blink and a Yules, this is tough.
Roche gets taken while they're trying to find their moment to strike. Now, they could still try for the kill, right? The TPs, even if they came, wouldn't be instant, but they decide to shift their focus instead. They do end up onto the Marcy. Oh, okay, they'll still find the kill. Arrow doesn't connect, but now you got to deal with Frank and Parker. They are coming in. There's going to be the Roar. Parker morphs himself into the Tiny. Goes for the Avalanche. Skyward will be the first to fall. Can they get the rest of the team out? They are getting sort of hit from two angles here, as Italiano Gangster was very nearly finished off by Leo Style with the Requiem, but well, it wasn't enough. Italiano walks away, and it looks like the Primal Beast will be the only casualty on the DOGCHAMP side, and all things considered, ET, that's pretty good. I mean, it looked like they were about to get completely sandwiched between the two halves of Infinity.
No, and DOGCHAMP, he's going to be on the run for a while here. He does not have a TP. I don't know if they clicked on him in time, but well, Genek's going to search every nook and cranny there, while the tower bottom and will not survive for very long here.
Their objective claimed by Infinity, and well, it wouldn't be out of the question for them to keep pushing. Tier 2 tower is coming up. They've got the full creep wave. Italiano Gangster is here, but good luck trying to kill that Ancient quickly, as the arrow connects, but look, they're still struggling to get through it. I think eventually they'll finish it off, but now Skyward wants the fight. He's going to go in. The Pulverize is going to be deployed. Parker, though, has the Aegis, so he can stand his ground. Pushing in, looking for the damage. Able to take down one. Prada should fall in exchange. The Morphling continues to fight. Frank's going to come back in. Drops the Roar onto the CK. Can they actually finish him off in time? Yes, they can. They find that kill. They try to get onto B9 as well, and that part of the fight doesn't go fantastically for them, but they spotted a better target. RCY is just caught on the back line. They're going to be able to take him down. Genic will finally fall, but it doesn't matter. He's just set up so much for his team. Parker and Leo Style are just going to lead the charge now, and DOGCHAMP can't afford to really just sort of be here any longer. The supports have to back away, and well, the execution has just been on point for Infinity. There have been so few mistakes from them. Got a 7k lead, less than 20 minutes in ET. They took another tier 2 tower. They very well may take the final one here, and I don't know how DOGCHAMP buy the time that they're now going to need.
Yeah, and well, smoked up right now. They're MLS.
Okay.
They want to find that jump. They want to get Parker before the more likely whoever's behind him, but that's not the jump. Lincoln Sphere reacts. They will be able to pulverize him and arrow him, but this is still your Aegis carrier for another 2 minutes. I don't even know if they get him. This does not seem good.
Parker's just going to turn. There's the Ava into the toss. They take down Nusham already. The Root's there onto Skyward. They're going to knock him back with the Adaptive Strike, and this fight should not continue at this point. DOGCHAMP just need to back away, and they will, but there's just no answer. Of all the heroes you could have jumped on, the Morphling's probably the worst possible choice.
Yeah, they were really just banking that there was probably a CM behind him. That's probably my best guess of what the move was there, but without them finding that connection, yeah, it's almost assured that that's what's going to happen to you. But it's tough. It's very, very difficult. And now, of course, minute, 20 seconds left on your Aegis here. Oh, B9's got to be so careful, but immediately onto the tier 3 here. They know that you don't have Glyph. We're going to take your tier 3. It's going to refresh, but is exactly what they want. And even with an arrow landing like that, no confidence to jump. Just because they are afraid of the Roar. They're afraid of the backup. They don't want to get caught, punished, and killed. But I don't know how much longer you have left in this game with your racks being taken like this.
Yeah, something's got to be done pretty soon here. Middle lane of racks is going to be finished off. I don't think they want to stick around for more, though, because that Aegis timer is going to get into questionable territory if they went after another lane. But mid taken, no casualties, no sacrifice, no tough decisions really having to be made from Infinity. I think that is the #1 thing here. The execution's been great, but DOGCHAMP has never forced them to choose anything that had actual consequences.
Yep, no, they're just completely fine right now. They are getting a little bit of time with RCY and his Shiva Scar. This is his farm time, but oh.
Well, that didn't really turn into too much. Oh, he's TPing under the Hawk. That's a problem. Able to blink himself out immediately, but the fact that he has to is kind of testament to the way that they've been setting up on Infinity. Right? They know we're going to push the high ground, so we're going to set up that vision. We're going to establish control first. They are still pushing here on DOGCHAMP, hoping to maybe catch their opponents by surprise, and Parker doesn't have the Aegis anymore, but Italiano Gangster, that doesn't matter. If you go down first, then this fight is pretty much done. The Pulverize is not going to do nearly enough damage to kill off Frank. And now he's going to pop the dust, turn around for the Roar. Nusham's locked down. 3 heroes are dead already. A 4th goes down. Parker finds a triple kill. Can't get the Ultra as the Tinker TP's home, but I don't really know. Italiano Gangster just is not a hero at this point in the game.
Yeah, just isn't strong enough, literally strong enough. Doesn't have the armor, doesn't have the strength, and now RCY, caught without buyback, doesn't have his BKB just yet. The slow setup, the easy kill, one shot by the Requiem, and now I think that's just over, and yeah,
Yep.
It's over.
Well, we had a couple of games from Infinity, the last 2 games actually, that went on for quite some time, right? Not exactly quick and easy for them, but their final match of the day here, they decide